Your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron takes pleasure in performing for you this, our 28th flight demonstration of the 2023 season. I'm Lieutenant Commander Thomas Zimmerman, narrator for the Blue Angels. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have had the unique privilege of demonstrating to the American public the precision techniques of naval aviation, hoping to inspire a culture of excellence and service to country. The maneuvers you will see demonstrated here this afternoon are coordinated tactical techniques developed by Navy and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but are refinements of the basic techniques that are taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here at the New York Airshow, we will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude in traditional Blue Angel formation so that you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Having completed their takeoff maneuvers at Stewart International Airport, the 6 demonstration pilots have rendezvoused into the Blue Angel Delta. In this formation, the 2 solo pilots have joined to the outboard positions to create our signature 6-plane formation. As they approach, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce the demonstration pilots you'll be watching perform here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, Flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Skinny Atlas, New York, Commander Alex Armitage. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Yorktown, Virginia, Lieutenant Commander Chris Kapushansky. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Mountain View, Minnesota, Lieutenant Amanda Lee. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from San Francisco, California, Lieutenant Scott Goosens. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Woodlawn, Tennessee, Lieutenant Commander Julius Bratton. Flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Madison, Wisconsin, Lieutenant Commander Griffin Stangl. As the Delta approaches, you should get a good look at the entire Blue Angel formation prior to individual diamond and solo maneuvering. Now, directly before you, the 2023 Blue Angels. To the left and pilots have turned their smoke on as they approach for the first of their opposing maneuvers. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 360 pass. Diamond will momentarily be making its approach from the right. In relatively slow speed flight, they will give you an opportunity to get a close look at the precision formation flying that produces the 18-inch wingtip canopy separation between these four aircraft. From the right,
in the Blue Angel Diamond.
Sensation of weightlessness or ballistic flight, similar to that experienced by astronauts in space, will now be felt by the two solo pilots. Approaching center point, Lieutenant Commander Brett and Lieutenant Commander Stengel will roll their aircraft to 90 degrees angle bank and push forward on the stick as they perform the opposing knife edge pass. The Diamond is approaching for a maneuver that is likely familiar to those of you who have seen the Blue Angels perform in the past. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Diamond roll. All four aircraft flying as one in this graceful 360-degree rolling maneuver. Flight capability of the F-18. Approaching inverted from the left and right, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees, crossing over center point. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing inverted to inverted roll. To the left, the Diamond is setting up for their next maneuver. Approaching center point, on Commander Armitas's command, all 4 pilots will simultaneously roll their aircraft 360 degrees as they perform the Diamond Aileron Roll. Here's Commander Armitage. Aircraft pilots and enthusiasts who appreciate the difficulties associated with carrier aviation will enjoy this next maneuver demonstrated by the 2 solo pilots. To the right, Lieutenant Commander Brett and Lieutenant Commander Stengel will establish a mirror image formation. However, look closely as both aircraft are in the carrier landing configuration as they approach for a maneuver we call the Fortis. For Navy and Marine Corps pilots who must land their aircraft on the small and sometimes pitching deck of an aircraft carrier at sea, slow-speed flight is just as important as high-speed flight. In order to demonstrate the dirty, slow-speed handling characteristics of the F-18, Commander Armitage has called for the extension of landing gear and tailhooks by the 4 Diamond pilots, as they execute a maneuver that is performed by no other jet demonstration team in the world today. From the left, the Diamond Dirty Roll.
This time, right there.
I can tell you got big, big energy. It ain't too many of them that can handle me. But I might let you try it off the Hennessy. Make them fly into this thing like a melody. And if your girl ain't right, I got the remedy. It ain't too many of them that can handle me.
To the left, Lieutenant Commander Brett is approaching to demonstrate the maximum performance turn rate of the F-18. He'll execute a 7.5 G afterburning turn and exit the flight line to the right. From the right, the Blue Angel Double Farvel. From behind the spectator area, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are approaching the flight line at 400 miles per hour. Their aircraft 270 degrees and crossed with minimum separation. Observe as both pilots sustain 6 times the force of gravity to cross their aircraft over show center. The 4 Diamond pilots are now stacked down and aft on a 45-degree bearing line to establish a right echelon formation. From the right, at 378 miles per hour, the Blue Angel Echelon Parade. Setting up for their next maneuver, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are converging on center point to demonstrate the rapid roll rate of the F-18's fly-by-wire flight control system. Crossing center point, they'll complete 2 consecutive rolls, totaling 720 degrees, with a combined closure rate of over 800 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing horizontal rolls. Commander Armitage is calling for a formation change, shifting the wingman into a left echelon formation. Approaching at 400 miles per hour, the Blue Angel left echelon flat pass. Smoothly shift back into the Blue Angel Diamond. Now the Blue Angels 5 and 6 have your attention. You've seen firsthand the ability of a tactical aircraft at high speed to sneak into a target area virtually undetected. Lieutenant Commander Stengel will complete the maneuver with a series of vertical rolls, while Lieutenant Commander Brett completes his rendezvous with the diamond to the right. To the right, Lieutenant Commander Brett has joined the Diamond in a line abreast formation. Still maintaining minimum separation, the pilots must now align themselves by looking 90 degrees from their flight path towards Commander Armitage's aircraft. Approaching from the right at 350 miles per hour, the 5-plane line of rest flat pass. Flight profiles of the F-18. The two solo pilots will next demonstrate precision roll rate control. Approaching center point, they'll roll their aircraft 360 degrees, pausing after each 90 degrees of rotation. Cross center point in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 4-point hesitation roll. Behind the ground, Commander Armitage is rolling out the diamond formation for another dynamic maneuver, the low brake cross. Approaching center point, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. Accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a reversal turn back towards the flight line. You should be able to follow their individual smoke trails as all 4 aircraft converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation. Diamond is rolling out to demonstrate the awesome power of these General Electric F414 engines. Let's listen as Commander Armitage calls for the selection of afterburner by the 4 Diamond pilots. As they pass over center point, you will hear and feel the thunder of 8 engines producing 168,000 pounds of thrust. To the right, Lieutenant Commander Bradley and Lieutenant Commander Stengel are approaching to demonstrate the slow speed handling characteristics of the Super Hornet in the clean configuration. They'll pass before you, virtually standing Blue Angels 5 and 6 on their tails. At less than 120 miles per hour, the fly-by-wire flight control system provides the slow speed handling that sets the Super Hornet apart in the air-to-air combat arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the Section High Alpha Pass. Demonstration miles on the 120 training flights necessary prior to our first public demonstration. Our show season opened on the 11th of March and runs through early November. The Blue Angels will perform 65 flight demonstrations this season while visiting 32 cities throughout the United States and Canada. The next portion of our flight demonstration will showcase all 6 aircraft flying together in formation. The Blue Angel Delta has been our signature 6-plane formation since 1958. Behind the crowd, to the right, the 2 solo pilots are joining the Diamond to form the Blue Angel Delta. Miles per hour, the slow speed Delta flat pass. all 5 wingmen maintaining position as they slowly from the left at 400 miles per hour. All 6 aircraft are approaching for the maneuvering delta. As they pass over center point, you should get a good look at the delta set used by the 5 wingmen. Delta is making its approach to the flight line. Approaching center point, the entire formation will separate in dramatic fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel Delta Breakout. gentlemen, your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron represents a time-honored tradition of pride, professionalism, and excellence, spanning 112 years of naval aviation. The 2023 team takes a great deal of pride in saluting Navy and Marine Corps aviators, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. From the right, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the 2023 Blue Angels.